before I came on that first episode that I was also dying in that episode. I did not know how beloved Lexi would become. That's all you all, so thank you.
So the question is, what have you learned professionally, personally, whatever, in your time since the originals that you wish you could go back and tell yourself
this is how I can see
before you started the originals?
Go to more strip clubs with Daniel Gillies. Day 1, season 1. Why did I wait till the last season? I would have had memberships to Cheetahs. Would have had my own wings named after me. Marcel's hot and spicy. Salt, took lemon pepper. Goodbye, my current relationship. Thank you.
You see so many delicious villains on so many different projects over the years.
Yes.
My favorite, I think, I love Michael. But one of my favorites was when you played a devious angel on Supernatural.
Yes, I do play a lot of assholes. But I am not an asshole. No, I have to admit, I don't really consider actually Balthazar, who was the character on Supernatural, a villain, because he was kind of mirrored on me at the time.
Antagonist perhaps?
What does that say about me? No, but I mean, there are, it depends. Balthazar was truly a character that an extremely complex character and required an enormous amount of preparation and energy, to be face to face with the wonderful, because Joseph and I had basically, epic battles, verbal and physical battles. So it was really, that's what truly interested me in the character, is to delve into that complexity. I love characters that are incredibly well written. I thought it was beautifully written.
Thank you.
And really, really amazing.
Tell me more about that.
Yes, thank you, Karina. You did such a great job. What show are you doing next?
You were in the very cool.
Yes.
And I was so nervous to meet you because I think I was like a little scared. And you were so nice to me
Yeah.
the first time on set.
Oh, you were wonderful. Yeah. People do get scared, yeah.
Good at your job. Good at your job. People
What can I
get
say?
scared of me too, but it doesn't mean I'm good at my job.
They go up to me and they're like, "Are you Gordon Ramsay?"
And I watched some old stuff that I hadn't seen since we wrapped. And Elijah started with a bang on The Vampire Diaries and carried that through so many seasons of TV. It's kind of rare that you get to do so many seasons of TV with a character. And I know that by the end, you must just like felt like you must just put that suit on and like been able to just step into things. But then you did an episode 503, which was right after Marcel had erased Elijah's entire memory. And you got to do an episode where Elijah wakes up without any of his burdens, without any of his memories, without his suit. And I don't know if you remember very well, but watching it was like you carried yourself differently, you had a whole new thing. Do you remember that? And was that a specific thing for you?
Yeah, I wish I'd done a little bit more, so I don't know how we would have figured this out with shooting, but I turned up to set and I had a beard, and Joe was like, that'd be kind of really interesting too, and we couldn't figure it out with the schedule.
You had some scruff. You had some scruff on there.
Stuff, but it was that'd be really interesting, and just kind of, it was so fun because I think it was Joe's, was it his second or his third time directing? Second time directing, it was really fun, and he got to do something really different. I mean, it was
third. Yeah.
It was his third, yeah. And yeah, that was kind of one of the greatest joys of it.
Or just the suit. He's got the suit on and he's got Crocs. Elijah in Crocs.
Hi, what's your question?
First off,
My mom loves you and she would kill me if I didn't tell you, Daniel.
He gets that a lot.
I'm honored.
The other ones.
My mom has a photo.
But of course it's Charles. No, it's.
Oh, that's not my. Oh,
It's
wait, I want to change my.
separate. This cast loved each other very much, and we really loved working together. Like, it's weird when people say you guys must have gone out all the time with each other. We really didn't. Because we felt like we socialized with one another so much. Unless you guys were quite doing it in a clandestine fashion, because of fuck Gillies, let's go out without it. Which you could have been doing, but as far as I knew, like we didn't need to socialize because
We just didn't want to go to the strip club,
That's
Daniel.
true, that's
You
true.
only went to one
Like,
place.
no, I'm not the fucking pink pony again. Gillies is like the mayor of that place. He's like Norm from Cheers.
Clouds.
Boy.
I was feeling it would obviously be all of my brothers because they locked me in a fucking box. But, no question.
You mean as a character or Oliver Ackland's character Tristan sort of was annoying. You know, it was because Oliver was so talented, and I was just jealous. And I was like, this guy's too good. Get him off the show.
He was like our mini Elijah. More
He's so
did the
good.
thing.
I would say Josh, Stephen Cruz.
We just couldn't get rid of him. And then when he finally died in the last season, those were tears of joy.
He is the only character I think we
Such an ass.
show and find He wasn't annoying.
Annoyingly charming.
I was annoyed by Summer Fontana because I kept trying to find things that the tiny child couldn't do. And I'd be like, and then one single tear rolls down her face and hits the painting, and she'd just be like, okay, and do it. And I was like, this is very stressful. Go ahead. On the show, but I want to. So at the end of Legacy, they
So we all went back to
came
Legacy.
and in order for Joe to come back, they had to explain how they were able to get Joe to come back and give Hope this one last message. And I think Freya was like, "You're collecting your cause's ashes with a spell." And they all want to know, well, what about Elijah?
Heading to the depth of the ocean to let their own ashes can actually let lady get through.
She's part of the other 50%. I think they scattered your ashes in a field of cows. To help with.
It might have been that, like, were you just like too expensive to come back for like a quick Zoom at the end of the show? Were you too busy?
I'm just very hurt. Very, very hurt. I know. I feel like a pile of grey ash at the bottom of the rainbow.
We got time for like 2 more questions.
Y'all, this is absolutely freaking insane. All the way around the parking lot for shuttles to go home. End of con, and everybody at con is waiting to get on a shuttle to go home, and this is what it looks like. You didn't get that one, baby. This is us walking in the square to an escape room, the Clock Tower escape room to be exact. Who? So I am Raven Michelson for this escape room game. didn't show up until 1:40. We were waiting for over an hour for the shuttle to get to our location. And we were all like trying to contact somebody, putting complaints or like sending emails, putting posts on like the social media pages. Finally, someone called the shuttle company and was like, yeah, he's about 8 to 10 minutes away from y'all. And that was right before he picked us up at 2:15, something like that. And we ran to our photo op, and we get there and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Daniel Gillies, the guy we were supposed to have our photo op with, had already left. Like, he was gone. It was done. So we missed our photo op. But thankfully, we were able to go exchange the photo op for the same guy, but for a different time and different day for tomorrow morning. Next hour and a half or so, just walking around the venue, looking at vendors and merch and buying a bunch of stuff. And then we went and sat at the panel tent because our panel that we wanted to see, and it was like 3:10, something like that. When we got there, so we were like, okay, let's watch the second half of this panel. And we sat at like some back seats that were still open. And then once that panel ended, we had 30 minutes before the one we wanted to see started. So when people were getting up to leave, we like stood up and like was trying to rush up to the front to get better seats panel. But people were saving their seats or saving other people's seats after that panel. So we kept moving back rows of chairs. And by the time we finally were able to sit down somewhere, because other people had already gotten those ones 4 rows ahead of what we had been sitting at before, so we didn't get great seats. I'm really short and I really couldn't see anything, so I was having to sit like couple my legs to be able to see. But thankfully, like, you know, I just tried to pay attention to the actual panel, and it was funny and laughed or whatever. But I feel like I was rushing the whole freaking day because we were behind schedule and we missed a lot of stuff that we wanted to do. Or just organizer underestimated how the shuttles were going to be. Ran to the shuttle like to take us back to where we parked because we had a 6:30 appointment at the escape rooms in the town square. Thankfully, that one didn't take so long, but there was like no one out there, no workers or whatever trying to like designate the lines for shuttle 1, 2, and 3. So us as on lines, because no one knew what was going on, and the line was wrapped around the parking lot because it was into the convention for the day. So everyone was trying to leave the venue to go back to their cars. Didn't actually make it in a good amount of time. We got in the second shuttle, or it was actually the third shuttle that showed up, but it was the second time go around because of town, and then did our escape room, which was really fun. And we did win, although it wasn't set up like the ones that are in where we live are at. It was very informal, which was really nice. It was really and then had dinner at this Mexican restaurant. It was called, what was it called? Taco what? Lucky Day Taco. It was actually pretty good. It took a while for our food to get there, but it was delicious because I think they made it fresh, which is why it took so long. It was really good. We didn't get to go to dinner on our itinerary like we wanted to. Dinner at City Pharmacy because their wait was until like we would have to wait till 9:30 before they were sitting people, and we were like not going to do that. We were starving. We hadn't eaten anything since we ate at the Social Goat for brunch, so car, and then came back to the hotel. So today was a mess, but I'm still happy that we came, and I'm really hoping tomorrow's going to be a better day. I think I was just frustrated because that was con day 1. Hope the rest of the weekend goes really good. Really fun time, but I do think that I trying to do too much in one weekend because I live so close to Covington, but I've never actually been here, so I tried to fit in like doing all the touristy things in this short amount of time, this short little window, instead of just focusing on con and then worrying about, you know, doing everything else on like a different weekend and come back. Looked at it instead of trying to like do all the touristy things, the town square plus do the con. That's just not feasible, and I learned that today. So, like I said, I think with going into the rest of the weekend with that mindset, I think it'll be better. So, let's hope. We're going to finish getting ready for bed and go to bed because we have an early start tomorrow because we want to make sure we're able to do what we are supposed to be doing. See you in the morning.